Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Tabletop Anthologies. I'm Severian, your keeper of arcane lore. We're playing Call of Cthulhu tonight, but it's going to be a little bit different. See, we're playing Down Darker Trails. It's the western setting for Call of Cthulhu. We're here in the town of Paw Heaton, which is a gold rush town in the Dakota Territory. It sprang up when Jack Stratton discovered gold in the Paw Heaton River. Only a couple months have passed, and already the small camp has grown to a town with a population of over 800 people. And we're joining some of the people in this town here. Quite a few of them are in a gang here, known as, I believe, the Butcher Gang. But let's talk to their leader first down there. Charles the Butcher Caldwell, being played by Alpha Wolf Zero. Let's hear a little bit about your character.
Yeah, I'm Charles the Butcher Caldwell. I was a military man. Fought for the Union in the Civil War, and I ended up deserting, knowing that the horrors that I saw in the war and the gruesome details. Wanted to go out and seek a fortune of my own, and so I began to head out west and not go home to my rich family, and I decided to become a bounty hunter, and I started this little ragtag group and picked up all these ruffians you see around me, known as the Butcher Gang.
All right, let's hear a little bit about your first member here. We'll go to the top right with Lucky Emmett Warren.
Oh, Lucky Emmett Warren, right? That's the name here. And so I come back over from the east and making my way out here west. I'm quick with my hands, quick with the ladies, quick with the cards. I'm in and out of the gang depending on, how my fancy takes me. Definitely there when the call comes out, but maybe I'm a little too busy, maybe I'm a little too drunk, maybe I'm a little too busy with the lady, checking to see if her bustle's straight. Either way, so there's a man out there, little doc, who does a couple of things I kind of run some errands for too from time to time again. Not too much is known about my work back east, but I do talk sometimes about my work as a showman, working with horseback riding and tricks with the dogs, and I got some throwing knives that I like to do some tricks with, scare the shit out of some folk, get them stand up against the board. So that's Lucky for you.
All right. So moving down to the bottom of the screen there, we got Leroy McAllister. Let's hear a little bit about Leroy.
Hello, my name is Leroy Eldrick McAllister. I'm originally from Wales. I came here to the States because my parents, they had all this money, and I didn't really feel right, you see, taking it and keeping it for myself. I needed to become my own man, you see. So I moved out here to the States, and that's where I started building myself up physically and mentally, you see. And now people know me around the world for my fists and my brawn. And my allies here, they use it quite a bit.
All right, we look forward to seeing some interesting fights with Leroy there.
Leroy's always a sure bet whenever he gets into the ring, let me tell you.
That he is.
That is correct.
So let's hear about Jesse Boyle now, played by Dex.
Oh, now you're seeing, my name is Jesse Boyle. I'm a hard ass that goes wherever he pleases, but I found a couple of like-minded individuals here at this butcher gang. I have developed quite a bit of a wealth from my own means. Gonna use it to get whatever I want. The only love in my life is either my gun or money. I also like some whiskey, but you'll see that soon enough.
All right, sounds like Jesse Boyle's a very serious man.
Super serious.
And the last one we're going to hear about isn't really part of the Butcher Gang, but it's definitely an associate of theirs. Jericho Winchester, played by Say Vegeta.
Yeah, that's me. Jericho Winchester. I'm the brains of every organization that's been an organization. All right? I'm coming in. I got gangs left and right. I don't care about this Butcher Gang, all right? They're another tool for me to pursue my means. And what am I doing? Well, I'm pursuing science. I'm pursuing knowledge. Knowledge is power, and goddamn it, I'm gonna be the most powerful motherfucker out here.
All right, quite an interesting group we've got here, but there's a lot of interesting people here in the mining town of Paw Heaton. So it's early spring right now of 1863. And word has it that those Owens boys out there and their crew also, they've all gone missing. They own a silver mine 20-some miles out of Pawheton. They usually send some men to the town every weekend for supplies and merriment, but they haven't been seen for weeks. Rumors of interest have spread about the disappearance. Walter Penn Baker is heard to be offering $10 or even a night's recreation at the Kansas City Grand to each member of a posse to locate and investigate the mine. There's also a local sweetheart of one of the crew. Her name's Hettie Pointer. She's been begging for information and any help to find her love. And if those aren't enough to interest all the locals, it's also well known that the Owens brothers regularly bring in $50 to $200 worth of silver every week. So there could be some claim jumpers out there.
How long they been missing?
About 2 weeks now.
2 weeks, man. That makes Hedy a California widow, yeah.
That is true.
So that's why my silver's been short.
So right now you are outside of, just on the outskirts of Paw Heaton, where the Butcher Gang has a bit of a camp set up there. So what's the plan here? Are you guys is the Butcher Gang thoroughly interested in investigating this mine?
Well, obviously, we're not going to be sitting around here for much longer. Unless one of them wants to get a bolt in the ass. Time is money. Money's wasted. Let's get going.
Don't you threaten me, old man.
Oh, don't you... I haven't had a drink in a few hours. Need to get going.
Boys, settle down. I believe it's in our best interest now to go into town and find out whereabouts this mine might be. You know, my family's a prospecting family, and we gotta take every lead we can. Who knows? We might get the jump on this. We might be able to claim that mine for ourselves.
Best get going, ain't we?
Hey, I'm gonna see what's going on with Hedy over there. She's a rather fine looking woman. I might want to get a jump on that claim, if you know what I'm saying.
Don't show me claims the past few weeks.
You're a fool of a man. You know that there. You gotta think, if they had silver, this woman's probably holding on to quite a bit of it. Just saying, you ain't always gotta dig out the ore to get the money. You know what I mean?
And you would know, all of you have heard enough rumors by this point that the mine is definitely in Sullivan's Gap. You know that it's somewhere out there. And Sullivan's Gap is actually a few hours ride just outside of town. It's a rough region of cliffs, crags, and gullies, narrow and steep paths climbing into the hills. So it's a bit of a rough terrain, but somewhere within that Sullivan's Gap is the Owens mine.
go out to a mine, you get your hands dirty, you're out there ain't nothing to drink, ain't nothing to gamble, ain't nothing to smoke. I mean, like, what's even the point of going out there?
Out there, get some silver, gold, we come back, drink all the hell we want.
That's right. We need money to get us through and get us to the next gig that we got coming up. You want to keep that gambling addiction of yours?
It's not an addiction. I could quit anytime. Thank you very much. Now, my question to you there, Chief Boss Man, is are you planning on jumping this claim? I mean, hey, I'm all about the down and dirty, but are you planning on jumping this claim?
We can get the deed to that location. We can jump that claim. If not, we got $10 a piece coming to us, and who knows whatever else Miss Poynter over there wants to give you on the side.
Oh, I might give her a pointer if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I got a friend that I might want to bring in on this. He's a little kind of but he's a smart fella. I think he might have a thing or two to say about a thing or two.
Brought into one of our jobs, not only got us almost killed, he himself about died. Got a little bit
hey, you just listen to words that are coming out of your mouth. You said he about died. He didn't die. Like, it's okay. What's
just
life?
because he doesn't die and he gets the rest of us in trouble isn't worth it. This guy any better?
Well, yeah, he's a lot better. Let me tell you, his kid, he's a smart cookie. Okay,
smart. We'll see.
He probably take all of us together and you ferment it a little bit, and there you go. That's how smart he is. Okay.
I don't think we should be fermenting any of us. Smell like shit.
Yeah, y'all do smell like shit. I took a bath before I came out here.
So
Y'all smell like
do
a dog.
anything interesting, or are you going to keep wagging your chins?
I'm gonna wag my chin. All I want there, Mr. McAllister. Okay. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Said that right? All right. So
I imagine it's probably.
Is,
go ahead.
Hold on there, keeper of arcane lore, jumping the gun. So all I'm saying is let me go get the doc. Let me bring him in here, and I'm telling you all can trust me. I think y'all had a little run-in with him or not, but let me get him in. I think he might have a thing or two to say about a thing or two. I don't hear no boss man. I'm looking at you, Butcher.
Go get him.
All right, reckon. Sir.
Please
Yes, sir. Mr.
mind of
General,
intelligence
sir.
around here.
So let me set the scene a little bit for everyone in chat also, just so everyone's on the same page here. We're just on the outskirts of Paw Heaton, like I said. Butcher Gang has a small camp set up here, a few tents here and there. They're probably standing around a campfire, just fairly early morning, just waking up, having their coffee, whatever they're drinking and waking up, and just bullshitting around the campfire basically. Just outside of their camp though is a wagon, an odd-looking wagon. It's got all sorts of strange equipment hanging off of it and a lot of tables set up outside, and actually I'll just let Jericho Winchester describe his wagon a little bit more if he'd like to. And I believe this is where Lucky Emmett Warren is about to walk off to.
So it's a abnormally larger wagon, but not by any sort of normal sense. It's more packed and compressed, very dense in the center. There's a big cloak covering most of the random machinery and electronics scattered throughout the cart. But the most notable is a small smokestack actually producing small amounts of smoke, and a little, what seems to be a coal pile piled on the wagon as well. Seem to be fueling this engine, causing some basic combustion and a minor propulsion of the wagon in almost like you have a very light motor where it's like a golf cart kind of vibe, where it's like super slow and super inconvenient, but it moves a little. So it works. But that's pretty much the wagon. Emmett, my boy, my friend. Thank you. Could you hand me that fruit on that table there actually before you come in? I left it on there. I
Yeah, whatever you need. Here, hey, but this here important, okay? We gotta might have a job. We could.
Emmett, you speak
Look,
English?
Hey, I got your thing here. I got it for you. Here, just take. Get out here, Doc. Come on.
I'm here. I just need some glucose.
Okay, all right. What the fuck is no glucose?
What do you need? What do you need?
So can you come back here and talk to my boss? He got an idea that we could use your brain power on about might be able to make some money, and I don't know if you need the money, but I know you need some of them fine metals, and this place had to do with a silver mine, so it might help you out too.
Oh, I could do with extra silver income. Yes. Where's your boss?
He's over at the camp. I can lead you on over if you're willing.
Now, is this a learned fellow, or is he a little slow like you? I mean, like others.
Well, we can't all be the sharpest tool in the shed.
You're smart in your own way, Emmett, and I appreciate you for that.
What were you saying, Butcher? Sorry, I didn't mean to trample on you.
Oh, nothing. I was just clearing my throat when you said that, and I'm just standing there with my hand on my 45, and you can definitely see that he's a big hulking man with, slick back, messy hair, and a cowboy hat on, and 2 bandoliers going across his chest. So he's just standing there like giving you the cough to be like, watch what you say around him.
Right, what I say, right? Oh, aren't you a big man?
Aren't you a big boy?
That's what I say. I whatever you do, I will accept it. I'm approaching this my way, right? So, go just a disclaimer. Oh, aren't you a big man? As I outstretch my hand for a handshake.
I grab it, and it's probably one of the firmest, tightest hand grips you've ever felt.
Easy with the claw there. What can I do for you?
You think you can help us with getting into this mine, and maybe you might build a contraption or something of yours and help us out?
Oh, I see. You come for contraptions. Well, of course. Within the terms of my arrangement here, I'm going to have to get regular access to silver mines.
Listen, if we can get the jump and get the claim on this silver mine, you can have as much silver as you want.
Hey, yeah, it's your silver mine, but as long as you're providing me the silver. So let's take a look in the workshop. You guys hang out. I have some water, maybe. That's not horribly infested with cholera, hopefully.
Lucky, are you sure this man is worth it? Seems like a quack to me.
Lucky, he's as crazy as popcorn on a hot stove.
Did y'all not hear how y'all talking? You just as crazy as he is. Trust me, he'll fit right in. And the stuff he does, absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, he's a cut above. You can't be that smart and not lose a little bit of your mind.
Cavity wouldn't make a drinking cup for a canary.
Well, I don't reckon I understand that one, but if you say so, boy, I trust you on that. But he's a smart man. I don't know what I'll tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. He's a smart man. I'm sorry.
He couldn't teach a hen how to cluck, though.
Son, I don't like your attitude. I'm gonna need to ask you to calm down.
Hey, I'm calm as I'll ever be. I'm drunk.
Oh, you want something to drink? I can provide that for you. Why don't you come back to the lab?
I don't think you're.
Yeah, let's go. All this mining business has made me rather thirsty. I'm more than happy to head back there to the lab. Yep.
I suppose I'm in the mood for some cheap potato whiskey.
All right, hold on. I gotta jump out of character real quick.
Sure.
Fuck you and your amazingness. just your accents. I talked about it in the chat. Fuck you, man. I love you so much. You're amazing. So, sorry.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, you're great. So yeah, alcohol. I'm all about some of your fine potato whiskey. Let's do this.
Give me some alcohol. I'll be grinning like a weasel in a hen house.
So I probably have like a double boiler system / fermenter system, fermenting some like old strawberries or cherries together to make some sort of like crazy like wine that's like an apple grape like raspberry, something really convoluted that like to allude that maybe I have a drinking problem because of how intense this is for me, or maybe it's just a hobby. Who knows?
Well,
Either
I'd
way,
like to interrupt you just for a second and point out that pretty much everyone here has in this setting has a drinking problem essentially. So in the Wild West, it was common to just like drink whiskey, just pretty much constantly, like just a cure all for everything. So definitely a lot of alcohol
it's
consumption
safer than the water.
in the setting. That's
Oh,
very
It's
true.
safer
Yeah.
than water.
So anyway,
Yeah, so I
By the way, distilled
probably have-
wine is called brandy, my friend.
brandy. Thank you. So I have brandy, right? But it's some really convoluted, just janky way it's happening, but it's happening, and it hopefully tastes good because now I pass it off to all four of you, and to which I down the entire glass.
okay, so this is brandy.
Brandy.
All right.
It's like my
Is everyone just kind of having a single glass of that?
That's terrifying that the GM is
Oh.
keeping track of alcohol consumption.
Correct.
You're damn right I'm having the biggest glass that I am being offered. Because that is
That's
who
brandy.
I am.
All right. So everyone give
I love
me
to lick me brandy.
everyone having a nice tall glass of that. Give me a Constitution check.
Tall glass of
Oh, I'll let myself get shit faced. I don't give a fuck.
That was close, boys.
Constitution.
Yeah, dude, we're all
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Lucky.
the boys.
Lucky.
We've been to college.
Holy shit, Leroy. Could you be any fucking more Constitution?
Wow,
No,
you all
I don't think
succeeded,
so.
right?
Yeah, we
All right, you all down that brandy. It tastes delicious. You're not even. I mean, you got like a little bit of a buzz. Everyone does, but otherwise you're feeling great. So go ahead.
round two.
So whenever Doc calls for round 2, I would take a look over at the butcher and I'd kind of like look at him like, you gonna take charge in this? Because if you don't, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, boys, let's head out. Doc here, why don't you find us some sort of a cart or make us something that can carry some silver out, just in case if we don't find anything else. Lucky, why don't you head on down to the Kansas City Grand and go meet up with old Poynter there, and we'll go and talk to. We'll go talk to old Pennebaker.
Hey,
Oh, you read my mind of who I want to talk to.
while we're down there,
Fine,
maybe
fine,
we could,
fine woman.
get a few hands down, right? Lucky.
Well, I'm
Maybe
gonna
it's-
get a few hands down if you know.
No, I mean, get in there,
So-
try to get some money off these simple.
I'm down. Let's do that too.
Because you know
Hey,
what
while-
they
while you're
say,
down there,
right?
Lay down there. Pick me up some pick me up some bananas. Are there any bananas in this world actually?
What the hell is a banana there, Doc? Is that them curved yellow things?
I think you're kind of off your mental reservation, if you get what I mean. But Lucky, you know what they say, right? Cheater, just a fancy word for winner.
A cheater is somebody who gets caught, boy. I don't get caught.
So a little bit of information about Walter Pennebaker, just because, you're kind of an outlaw gang basically. So you'd be, interested in learning about this town that you're staying near. So Walter Pennebaker is actually an up and coming, for more or less, lack of a better term, a town boss. He came in here, built the Kansas City Grand, which is one of the finest gambling establishments and brothels in Paw Heaton right now. Very classy place. Walter Pennebaker kind of came out of nowhere, and he's trying to claim up as much territory in the town as he can, really establish himself. Jack Stratton, the man that started Paw Heaton, he's not too fond of Walter Pennebaker. You are aware of this. So, that being said, it could be likely that you'd find Penn Baker at the Kansas City Grand. Hettie Pointer actually works there as a waitress. She's not, working as part of the brothel, but she's a waitress there. So what's the plan? It sounded like you wanted to maybe split up a little bit, or are you heading out straight away to Sullivan's Gap?
If Penn Baker's at the Kansas City Grand, I'd say we all just head there, and then maybe get old McElroy over here, or what's that, McAllister, enrolled in maybe some fights that we might get some money or something, and let Lucky do his thing with Hedy, and me and the oil here can go and talk to this Penn Baker fella.
Well, the Kansas City Grand actually is too fine of an establishment to engage in any sort of prize fighting like that. I imagine that Leroy probably has already established some sort of, he's on a roster somewhere in town for these sort of fights. But the Kansas City Grand is definitely not a place to do that. But either way, is everyone heading to the Kansas City Grand along with the butcher?
No, I have to work on this gadget for the team.
Okay.
Thing. So
what kind of gadget are you putting together?
Yeah, so I was thinking of this gadget performing perhaps one complex action, and that complex action would be going like having a motorized engine on a wagon to some extent, through the use of maybe like different whiskeys, different maybe my brandy as like a fuel source, and like causing some sort of like steam or distillation to pump some pistons and move this cart.
Sure. We'll say that you can definitely get started on that. With the intention, it sounds like, of hauling silver more efficiently. Is that true? Is that what you're looking for? Okay. So you can definitely get started on a gadget like that in this session. I highly doubt that anything is going to come out of it until towards the end of the scenario, or even after, for downtime. Maybe that'll help you speed up your resource gathering, essentially, from the silver mine. But anyways, so it sounds like Jericho Winchester staying back at his wagon, and everyone else is heading to the Kansas City Grand. Is that true?
I would not let Jericho Winchester hang back behind. That just ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dog getting it on. Okay, Jericho, you gotta go with us.
Okay.
I ain't letting you hang behind, my friend. I'd be like, Doc, I brought these gang members on over here to meet you, and you just going to hang back behind and not come with us? Come on now.
No, that's fair. But so can I get like a shopping list of stuff with like a? Yeah, like
I'm basically gonna say that, like, I'm assuming Jericho Winchester is probably like a very I can't think the word, very like headstrong, head down, very productive, efficient person.
Right.
So you probably you've already got all sorts of formulas running through your head about creating these gadgets and things. You've probably got lists that you're already starting. You're already starting to like rearrange your wagon to create these gadgets or whatever. Cool. So even though you're going with them to the Kansas City Grand, you're still slowly putting together what you can on the fly.
Yeah, Keeper, what I was basically saying is I know that Anthony wanted to be able to do some constructive stuff, but I'm not letting him get out of the RP. I want him part of it. So if you can handle that, I'd appreciate it. I'm sorry if I ruined your anything, Anthony.
Oh no, I will still be involved if I can. I was just hoping I thought I could get it done a lot sooner, I guess. I cried.
All right, so you head down into Paw Heaton from your camp here. Let me know if any of the sounds or anything starts to get too loud. I'll check the volume every once in a while, but you head into Paw Heaton. It's an interesting town. Like I said, it was just a couple months ago nothing but a collection of tents. It was a camp, mining camp. It's still technically a mining camp, but it's grown over 800 people, as I said, and There's both permanent and semi-permanent structures, so that you'll see rows of tents and then suddenly a giant structure of like a hotel or a brothel of sorts. There aren't really any paved streets here, so a lot of mud and dirt as there's just horses constantly going up and down the lane, people walking back and forth everywhere. Very crowded and constantly growing small town here. So as you're walking in there towards the Kansas City Grand, you see that it's a very fancy 2-story establishment. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Quicksilver.
Wow, dude. Thanks, Nick.
Tier 1
You're
subs.
fucking Nick, thank you, dude. You're
Damn.
amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so as I was saying, this fancy 2-story establishment, it's actually the largest and finest building in Paw Heaton by far. As I said earlier, built by Walter Penn Baker. As you step inside, let me see if I've got a more appropriate sounds for inside. Well, we'll go with this one. A nice saloon song, I guess. The best I got for now. So.
Ralph.
But as you step inside, the furnishings are ornate. The staff is very well mannered, very well dressed. All of the liquor and everything is lined up very nicely behind the bar. Just everything looks very nice. It's just a very stark contrast walking in from these muddy streets. You know, you're probably a very rough looking crew, and this place is almost like walking into another world right now. It just reeks of class in the otherwise uncivilized gulch.
Oh, this is my world then.
But you
Listen,
see around
it's high
you,
up here.
you've got, there's tables, there's craps tables, there's blackjack tables, there's just tables for lounging at. There's the bar, it's a rather large, nice looking bar. Barkeep behind it. You got waitresses walking around, and of course it's also a brothel, so you know, you've got a balcony above with you know, plenty of working girls up there.
Bunch.
So what do you all do?
What are they working on? What are they working on?
You, if you so wish.
What are they doing?
What would make everything
Can
the
I-
most awkward that we possibly can with you as keeper? That's
I
the
need-
Yeah, right.
I need an assistant. Take one back with me.
I'm heading to a blackjack table, honestly. The first thing I do is business, but I'm heading to hit a blackjack table with after grabbing some alcohol. Even
Right.
even if the butcher gives me the evil eye, even if he cuffs me upside the head, it's like son, we've been out in the fucking boondocks and fucking living on beans and bullets, man. I need me a little bit of kickback time.
Beans and bullets. That's gonna be the next scenario name.
Yep. Beans and bullets.
Beans and bullets.
We
All
mad?
right, so Lucky
Howdy,
Emmett
y'all.
Warren grabs his whiskey. They serve very good whiskey here, and heads off to a blackjack table nearby.
I feel the need to supervise him, so I'm gonna tail him.
Right. What's everyone else doing? Is I imagine the leader of this gang, Charles Caldwell, probably wants to get some actual information out of here, or
Yeah, I'm going to let him go do his thing, not be over his shoulder and micromanage him too much. I'm going to probably head over to the bar and lean up against the bar and talk to the bartender and be like, barkeep, give me a glass of your finest whiskey and some for my boys here, and perhaps you might know the owner of this fine establishment, Walter Pennebaker.
so the barkeep is very, very well dressed man, very well groomed. He nods to you, starts getting your drinks together for your crew, and then at the mention of Walter Pennebaker, can't even say his name, Walter Pennebaker, he stops for a second and looks at you and says, "You want to talk to Mr. Pennebaker?" He doesn't talk to just anyone. He's a busy man.
Well, so are we. But I hear he's been asking around about this mine, and I wanted to to pick at his mind, if you so say so.
Well, unfortunately, he's just like I said. He's just too busy. I can tell you about the reward. He's made it well known that anyone who's willing to go out and find what happened to the Owens brothers and locate that mine, they'll everyone in their crew will get $10 or night's recreation here. Which you ask me, go for the night's recreation.
I walk up a little bit behind at this point. Kind of look at the barkeeper and say, I think he can make a second for us. Don't you think so? I kind of take $1 out and put it on the counter.
Okay. Give me probably persuasion here. Yeah, let's go with a persuade check.
Oh God! Can I just shoot him instead?
It's gonna be a hard persuade.
Use
A
hand
hard
cannon?
persuade.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless
well,
you've got another skill in mind that would fit better, but I don't. There's no like bribe skill. So.
I have a handgun skill. Yeah, that's about what I thought.
You have a 94, you loser.
Doesn't matter. I have 10 in persuade.
He as politely as he can slides that money back across the table and says, "I'm sorry, sir. I really can't do that. It's just not how business works around here." Yeah, I'm sure at some point you might be able to get some influence maybe and talk to Mr. Penn Baker, but right now I just don't think he's got time for you.
Well, at that moment, I slam my fist on the table. I look at him with a evil eye, basically, and I say, "Boy, I'm sure you understand that if he ain't got a whole lot of time, that means time is money to him, and time is money to me as well. And you're wasting my time by not letting me speak to Walter Pennebaker. Now I demand to speak to your boss right now, or else things could get very ugly. And I have the talent, Scary, reduces difficulty by 1 level or gains 1 bonus die at your discretion to intimidate rolls."
Damn. All right, regular intimidate, because it was going to be hard.
Nice, dude.
Damn. All right.
Damn.
He stares you down, squints his eyes a little bit, and you can see a single bead of sweat starting on his forehead. And he finally gives in after a couple seconds. Yeah, I suppose I can go get Mr. Pennebaker. And he snaps his fingers and like looks at someone off in the corner that's looks like probably someone meant to be security here, someone wearing gun belts, and the barkeep points off in the direction of somewhere up above, and you assume that's probably where Pennebaker has his office. So this man goes up there for a few seconds and walks through a door somewhere. You get the impression that the barkeep isn't necessarily afraid of you, just that he thinks your threat is legitimate and he doesn't want to have to deal with the consequences of that.
Oh, fuck.
And
Butcher, I'm like, job, you made him as pretty as a burnt boot on that one.
Everyone give me a spot hidden check that's at the bar. So I think that would be Caldwell, McAllister, and Boyle.
Did you see that we won
94 again?
the casino? We actually own the place now. You're gambling?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Jericho and
You see
I,
that?
we won the casino over there.
I
He was
totally
counting
saw
cards.
him
We got
win.
it. Yep.
I was like processing so many equations. Like add addition.
We will get to you. I actually want you to probably do a gambling roll, so we'll get to you in a minute here.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Before we move any further, actually, I'm going to go back to our other overlay screen here. I'd failed to mention at the start of this, for everyone in chat, we're actually playing not only with Down Darker Trails, we're also playing with the Pulp Cthulhu rules. So all the player characters are much more difficult to kill in this. They're basically pulp heroes, which is from magazines and comics in like the 30s. So think like Dick Tracy and that sort of thing. So very very high powered is where we're heading towards. So should balance out pretty well with the very deadly Wild West. But you can see anyways on the overlay that each character here has both an archetype and their job listed on the overlay. So just keep that in mind as we play. But anyways, that spot hidden roll. Looks like the only one that succeeded was the butcher, Charles Caldwell. You notice that as the barkeep, you still never got his name, as the barkeep signaled for someone to go and get Penn Baker, his right hand had tensed up a lot and loosed up just as he, made the decision to make that call, indicating to you that there's probably a double barrel shotgun underneath the bar right now pointed at you.
And I look back across to him and I say, "It's a good thing you didn't pull that trigger, son." And I walk away and walk towards where he pointed me to. After I finish my glass, set it down, look at the boys, and they're like, "Let's go." And
he just, as you walk away, he just nods his head and says, "I'm glad I decided not to." And so you gather up your crew. I think Emmett Warren and Jericho Winchester probably still gambling there. Eventually, that security personnel, basically, that you saw wander off upstairs, eventually comes down and fetches you to come up to Pennebaker's office.
So I guess I'll head up there and I'll take, McAllister and Boyle with me. But as I'm getting ready to go up the stairs, I look over at Lucky and the doc there, and I give them a nod and to kind of signal to them to keep an eye on their surroundings. So.
Also, just for everyone's known, it is McAllister.
McAllister.
Yeah, I'll try and remember that. Thank you. So, real quick for Jericho and Lucky, give me a gambling check and actually let me know how much you're spending first.
Well, I feel like we've been around the block before here, so I would probably know his exact gambling stat in numbers if it was on an actual scale out of 100. So
I would say that I'm fairly good at gambling, and on a scale from 0 to 100. Where the hell is it? I lost it on here. I know it's on here.
I'm looking for yours too.
I have it on my other sheet. My gambling is, let's see here, is 40, but my sleight of hand is 60.
This place is a
you
bit
gonna cheat?
expensive too. The minimum bet is $10.
Oh, fuck,
easy.
that's like all my spending dollars.
I'll give it to him.
All right.
You're gambling for me. I can't gamble, but I can put the money.
So I would obviously
cut,
be
don't worry.
I'd be trying. Where the hell? It's not on this sheet. Why is it on the sheet?
What are you
Don't see
looking for?
either.
You gambling? still?
Gambling. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
didn't
got
add it
rope
on
use
here.
under there, but
You might have to
it's
add
on my
it
other
to
sheet. It's 40. Anyways, I'll
Okay,
just
yeah,
roll
just
it. It's 40.
DL at 100. We'll fix that later.
All right.
Does he get a
So-
bonus for me or at all?
Jericho, no, he doesn't. Jericho, are you gambling also, or are you just kind of hanging out and watching him?
I wanted to help him. That's what I wanted to do, but cheat somehow maybe.
So the
Count cards
thing
was a
is
5.
that so if it looks like I'm not going to be doing very well, I'm definitely going to be trying to cheat. I don't give a
Okay.
shit. I got my sleight of hand is definitely a lot better than my gambling skills. So basically, the first round out, if it's I'm starting to lose money, it's like, okay, I'm losing money, but we're gonna be trying to palm some of them cards and doing whatnot to
As you say, never hit the river without a back palm days.
exactly.
You got a man across the room that is feeding you signs to let you know when they're bluffing with a pair
All right,
of
make
knives.
that gambling roll.
All right, so gambling roll coming in.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Okay, is that a regular success?
that is a regular success.
Okay. All right, so after playing a bit, you said you're playing blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack. That's
You're playing quite a
Man's
few.
game?
You play a few hands by the time the butcher comes back around and tells you about them going upstairs. And at that point, you've broken even. Are you continuing to gamble as the others go
Just
upstairs?
broke even.
Yep.
This low. This.
Unless you're willing to cheat.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? I am totally willing to cheat.
We
You
already
damn
have a
right I'm
terrible
willing to
situation
cheat.
in here.
I don't give
You don't
two
know it, though.
shits.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't know
Bring it.
any idea what's going on. I am 100% willing to
Right.
cheat, my friend.
Sleight of hand.
Oh! Lucky Emmett, motherfucking Wilson! Or Warren, excuse me.
I knew I should have trusted you with this money.
Yep. Okay. All right. So
How many aces are in that deck?
we will get back to you. We're gonna now go upstairs to Butcher, Leroy, and Jesse, all heading up there. So you head upstairs to Penn Baker's office there. Give me just a second to flip to another page in my book here. All right, so Walter Penn Baker. He's his appearance matches this establishment. He's very well groomed, very well dressed. Definitely worries about you can tell he puts some time into his appearance. You walk into this office, it's a very nice office. You know, there's a nice rug on the floor. He's behind a very ornate desk. Looks like very like a rich mahogany maybe is the desk wood there, but yeah. So you walk in, Butcher, and Pennebaker looks very annoyed. Honestly, you get the impression that he probably interrupted something at this point, and he's just dealing with you. But you walk in, and he gives a sigh as you come in and says, "Please come in, sit down. I was told that you have some business with me.
Yes,
Before
sir.
you sit down, what are your names?"
I'm Charles Caldwell, also known as my alias through the bounty hunting administration as the Butcher. Might have heard of me.
The Butcher. Yeah,
Kind
of
of,
course,
yeah.
yes.
I've
I've heard of you.
These here are my associates,
And
Leroy.
that must be is it McAllister? Speak up, son. How do you say your
McAllister.
name?
McAllister.
All right, and
Yes.
you must be looking at you, Jesse Boyle. He just trails off.
Under my breath, I say, "You fucking snake." Name's Jesse Boyle.
Jesse Boyle, the gunfighter. All right, so
And Hunter.
yes, I know of you. Been camping outside Paw Heaton, just on the outskirts there. Anyways, what can I do for you three?
Well, we heard you was offering a little reward for any information about them Owens boys and their mine.
Well, not just information. Anyone who finds out what happens to them Owens boys. You see, they tend to spend a lot of their profit here at the Kansas City Grand, and besides that, I deal in information a lot, so I'm very interested in learn what happened to them.
Okay. What's this? Do you know anything that might have led to their disappearance? Any
Not a clue.
riffraff, any other gangs, or?
There sure are claim jumpers out there. Plenty of them. Could be anything. I'm just interested in knowing if this mine has an owner.
I see. So you're paying us you're paying individuals to go out and find out about this mine, maybe so that you can swoop in and grab it yourself. Is that correct?
Well, I wouldn't say that much, but you know, information sells around here, so Perhaps
Okay.
some other people might be interested in you coming to me to tell me what the situation is there. It's going to be profitable for both of us.
How so? If you could indulge me a little bit further, because what's to say I don't go down there and find and claim it myself.
Suppose it could turn out that way, but we'll see one way or the other how things shake out. But if you come back to me, tell me what happened, you'll certainly be making a powerful ally, and maybe make yourself a little bit of money, or have a fun night here in the Kansas City Grand.
Say the exact same thing right around. Powerful ally, money. What else? What else can you give us here? Throw us a bone.
Prove yourselves, and we'll see. Seem like quite a capable bunch.
How about this? Be looking to prove myself right here. I'll draw any one of your boys if I can beat them. Is that proof enough?
Now, Mr. Boyle, I know you got an itchy trigger finger there, but no need for bloodshed here in the Kansas City Grand. We're civilized men here.
Oh, I meant literally like draw a picture. Never mind.
I would like to point out that he does have a bodyguard standing in the room, like back behind you guys.
I'm making it very obvious that when I said that, I was staring at him.
Okay. This guy doesn't seem threatened at all.
Oh, he should be.
But he just looks like a typical goon. You know, he's got a gun belt on him, a knife. Doesn't really match the whole ambiance of the place. Like, this guy is made to, or is suited up to kill if he needs to, basically. So, is that all I can help you gentlemen with? Anything else? I'm a very busy man. Any questions? Don't know that I could really answer anything. I know probably about as much as you do. Owens brothers
ain't
had a
said
mine
anybody-
out in Sullivan's Gap.
You ain't sent anybody else out to investigate this.
Not
Is
so
your
far. You're the first to, actually maybe the only ones bold enough to come up here and talk to me.
Yeah,
Let's keep it that way. Don't you agree, Butcher?
I agree. Why don't we cut us a deal right now that you don't send anybody else out there towards the mine. You hush the rumors about you offering $10 a pop for each person of the posse and a night at the Grand. But if we don't come back in, let's say a week, if we don't come back in a week, then you can put that offer back on the table. But for right now, why don't you keep that hush and just keep it between us, and we'll go about and try and see what we can investigate about this mine.
Give me a persuade check.
Ooh, that's not.
Intimidate his ass right now.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Wow.
I got it.
Holy shit.
Nice. So he leans back in his nice chair. Well, I suppose I could do that. Sure. I'll send out word that the Butcher Gang is on the case. Is that what you call yourselves?
Yeah, we're known as the Butcher.
Very well. I'll hold off any other payments until I hear back from you, or 2 weeks has passed and I find some other crew.
All right. And then I stand up and tip my hat to him and say, "Thank you for your time, sir." And
So
pleasure doing business.
He stands up before you can really say your goodbyes and says, "So we have a deal then," and he spits in his hand and holds it out.
I spit in my hand, hold it out, and grip his hand tight and shake it real tight.
Fair
Firm.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now, if you'd kindly leave my office.
Will do. And then I look at the boys and say, let's go.
Oh God, I am tingling. Did you feel that? I felt that.
All right, so let's go back to that gambling real quick. Let's see here.
That
So-
extreme success gambling.
Yeah,
3 stars.
Exactly. So
Just saying.
Kind of important.
you put $10 down with some
I said
clever.
200.
Did you? I don't think you did. I think you said $10.
No, I swear he said at least 600. He said 10.
No, yeah, 10. With some clever movement of your hands, you're able to palm a couple cards that you really needed, and then they show up just at the right time, just when you needed them. To break
Oh,
exactly
Lady Luck
20
is with me tonight.
21 even.
Oh,
Multiple. You're on fire. Just multiple games in a row. Like the whole time that they're upstairs in the office, you're just hitting 21 after 21 on the table.
my God. My God. Lady Luck, thank you. Stay with me here. Come on, hit me
Actually,
again.
starting to draw quite a bit of a crowd, but the butcher leads the others downstairs, and at this point, you've tripled what you put down, so you've got $30 right now.
Woo.
When Caldwell walks
All
down
right.
along with McAllister. Say it again for me one more time. McAllister?
McAllister, yes.
All right, I said it
McAllister,
right. All right. With
McAllister,
McAllister and
McAllister.
Boyle come down the steps just as this crowd is forming, and you've hit $30 so far.
Emmett, give me 20. You can keep 10.
Yeah, well, it looks like the boss is here. Go ahead and collect my winnings here. Thank you very much. And, we was always happy to see the house here. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you kind of hanging around. I'll be here again. Don't you worry. Thank you. And I pass off $20 to Doc and put 10 back in my pocket.
Caldwell, lead your gang. What's going on here?
I come down the stairs and I look at Lucky still at the tables getting up, and I go over to him like, did you find Hedy?
I'm sorry, did I find who now?
Poynter, Miss Poynter? The waitress?
Oh,
that's supposed to
shit,
come?
Miss Poynter, forgot about her and her fine. There. No, let me go do that. But I got everything's going good down here, boss. Other than that, let me see if I can go find her. I'm working on. How'd everything go up there?
Good. We might have us a good arrangement with Mr. Pennebaker. We'll
right.
discuss more back at camp. But does anybody else need to do anything here while we're here in town, and while he talks to Poynter here?
I don't need to do anything but shit, die, and pay taxes.
You don't even need to do that out here in the frontier, friend.
You
Yeah,
can just
no
go
worry,
out and do
nothing
that on
about
the
no
sidewalk
taxes.
there.
Cause they don't have that up there. Them fellas fancy Wales, wherever you're from, right? That's where you're from? Wales? Welsh? Welshing? Well,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rick.
Like the animal. Whales.
Wales. Oh, Wales. What the fuck's... Oh, them things they spear in the ocean. Right.
No, whales don't exist. You fucking lying.
That's...
Yes, they do. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a
roll-
cougar with my own eyes.
I've seen a couple cougars around here. Speaking of, let's go find Miss Poynter out here.
All
All
right.
right. So is everyone going along with Lucky, or are you kind of going off by yourself to find Hattie?
Y'all will hang back behind so I can get lucky. No, I'm just kidding. Come on now.
I'm
Come on with
going I'm going to look at the other guys and be like, look, you got business to attend to here in town. Take care of it now. If not, meet back at the camp. And I'm actually going to sit outside of the Kansas City Grand next to my horse and just keep an eye on things and stuff like that. Make sure nothing doesn't go awry inside of the Kansas City Grand.
Sure. All right.
Go with Lucky, and I spout the words, not Gabe, it's a three-way.
All All right, anyone else
Has
going
the
with
Eiffel
Lucky?
Tower been built yet?
Leroy and
I'm gonna-
Jericho, where are you going?
I'm going to scout this establishment, see if it's harboring any brutes that would like to engage in a simple arm wrestling competition.
Interesting. All right, we'll get back to you in just a second. Jericho, what are you doing?
I'm going around town with my laundry list, trying to purchase various miscellaneous hardware and electronic utilities, whatever I can scrounge up. About $100 worth.
Sure. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for the future, putting together your gadgets then. So Lucky and Jesse sounds like are going out to search for Hedy in here. How are you going about doing that?
Well, if these are well-known miners, they would probably have a house that would also be just as well-known, probably in a more well-to-do area. So that would probably be the first place to go, see if we could find her residential type area.
The only thing you really know as far as a lead on her is that she works here in the Kansas City Grand as a waitress.
Oh, that would definitely be the first thing then. If we're already there, start seeing if she's working.
All right. Yeah, we'll say you're able to locate her pretty easily in here. She's kind of staying out, to the sidelines, kind of keeping off. Definitely, you can tell she's been affected by the loss of, or the missing sweetheart. The bartender's able to point her out. You notice pretty quickly that she's often not seen out here around the tables and everything. It seems like she's going into the back lot, and then very occasionally you see her come out and actually interact with the customers. So you're able to intercept her if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, that's definitely intercepted right then and there.
Go for it.
So when fucking Dex Seb's been dreading this since he talked about it in our Discord chat. I'm gonna make it just as awkward as I can too. So whenever I intercept her, I kind of like hold my hand up to her, just like I'm asking for some refreshment, some food, whatnot.
Yeah, she you catch her attention, and she turns away for just a second. It looks like she's wiping something, probably tears, you would assume. And she turns back to you and tries to, put on a cheery face and says, "Well, what can I help you with?"
So I would take off my hat, say, "Ma'am, are you okay? You look like your heart's just a little bit heavy there. Are you okay?"
No, not really.
You need somebody to talk to about it? I'm a good listener.
I'm on the job right now, but
I know you. Wait, I know you. Your name's Hedy, ain't it?
Yes, that's me. I'm
You,
sorry. Do I know you?
No, you're the sweetheart of one of them Owens boys, ain't you?
No, not the Owens boys, but Newt Parker. He's their friend. You must have heard that they've all gone missing.
Oh, that's what I heard. I thought you was a sweetheart of one of them boys there. Your sweetheart's missing then, yeah?
Yes, that's the case. I haven't seen him for at least 2 weeks now. I'm awfully worried.
Now, would you be willing to sit down for just a moment? I know you're busy, but I can definitely make it look like you're staying busy. And I'd pull out that big old wad of 10 spot that I got now from my winnings, right? And make it look like I'm paying for some services, not the type to be reaching under the table. You know what I mean? It's one of them.
Well, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong idea. I'm a waitress here. If you need.
No, I know. No, I'm not. Man, you're obviously GM. You did not recognize what I was saying, but that's okay. No. I'm saying what I'm saying is that I can just make it look like we're talking here. Like we're talking like we should be. Like you're taking care of the business. I got some questions for you because me and my boys, we're actually looking to see if we can find them boys or not.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Why don't you just meet me out back in 5 minutes? I'll take a quick break for a cigarette back there.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'll meet you back there then.
And she just kind of nods, to you and Jesse, and you find her out back in just a few minutes, smoking a cigarette back there, and she just kind of nods to you, and as you come around the corner. Is there anything that you'd like to talk to her about?
Yeah, so whenever we come out, I'd see her smoking, and I'd immediately light up as well, and I'd actually offer her a second one, and I'd put my hat to my chest while I'm smoking. What can you tell me about your poor man and him missing? What's the story behind that?
Well, I don't really know much. I just know that, Newt's got the Owens brothers. They have a claim up there in Sullivan's Gap, and Newt's their friend, and he works with them out there. I've never been to the mine myself, but I just know it's out there in Sullivan's Gap somewhere. I'm sure
When's the last?
Someone skilled.
No, go ahead, man. I'm so sorry.
Well, I just wanted to say it. Someone able to recognize certain tracks might be able to spot where they've been heading out to, but I don't really know how to find it otherwise.
When's the last time you seen your man?
Well, it must have been 3 weekends ago. They usually come out to the town every weekend, and it's been 2 weekends since I've seen him. 3 actually.
And this is unusual then. I imagine you put out a offer. I heard the word around the corrals that you're putting out a reward if somebody can find him.
Well, I don't really have any money I can give, but I'll certainly do what I can to offer up anything I can for help, and I just really want to see Newt back here and safe.
And he ain't the type to go running off if he done struck it rich there, you don't think?
No, I don't think so. Him and the Owens brothers have been regularly bringing in silver from that mine, and well, we've been steady ever since.
He make any enemies?
None that I really know, but I know there are claim jumpers out there. You head out there, you keep an eye out for them.
You got any idea on anybody who might want to try to jump that claim, might make him missing just to make that happen?
Well, you look around here, and just about every person would take that opportunity. That's why they're all out here in Paw Heaton.
And so I'd look over to Jesse to see if he's anything he's thinking about, if he needs to ask anything before I continue.
I shake my head no, but I stick my hand out.
Yeah, I'd give him one. I made a big night. I'd definitely pass those around. Be awfully friendly that way. So I'd look back to her.
Meanwhile, just 1 second before you continue, Leroy, give me a persuade check to see if you find anyone that'll arm wrestle you. And how much money are you putting any money on that, or is it just a friendly competition?
Right. So Leroy just looks out to the crowd and he says, "Is there any of you rough and tumble expansionists that would like to bet on your all-American muscles?"
Do that with the bonus die.
Okay.
Nice. All right, we'll come back to that in just a moment. So, is there anything else you'd like to ask Hedy while you're back there?
So, how attractive is Hetty? Sub's weighing this out. Like, how bad? What is this worth the show or not?
Ask if I think of Hedy or what I want to ask. I actually want to whisper in your ear and say, I don't know, but I'm getting a weird feeling. I don't think you want to put your foot in that boot.
So it's an important question. It's an important question.
No,
Severian.
she's very I'd say very average looking. She's not
very homely.
Yeah, I mean she's not unattractive, but she's not like some of the working girls you've seen at the Kansas City Grand.
Right. We can go role play that here in a minute. So, I just kind of look at her and be like, Nah, now listen, Hetty, we're gonna go looking for your boy, but I just want you to know that if you ever need somebody to talk to about this, if you ever need, a shoulder to cry on, you can always come find me, and I'll be here. I'll be around. And if you find any other information, you come tell me. Okay, you tell my compatriot here, because we're gonna do our best. All right.
Roll a charm check.
Oh, I gotta fucking open up the window. That thing's buried right now. Let's see here. Oh God! Wow. How am I not fucking charming? I'll put. Can I spend luck on that?
Yeah, definitely. You can spend luck on anything except what I had listed in that luck handout.
Okay, so spend 6 luck to pass. There we go.
All right. She blushes, kind of, does the little like playful thing with her hands or whatever. But she just looks to you and says, "Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, and I'll keep that in mind. And please let me know as soon as you find out anything."
Oh, we will, Hetty. You'll be the first one I come talk to.
And she snuffs out her cigarette and heads back inside. Unless, Jesse, you've got anything else you wanted to add?
No, I'm as placid as a camel.
So, just real quick, I didn't want to have to ask this like as out of game kind of thing. Did I feel like she was hiding anything? Like it didn't feel like it from our role play, but I didn't know if there might be something I was missing either.
No, you get the feeling that she's very honest and probably doesn't have a malicious bone in her body.
I'm gonna give her a malicious bone.
There's about to be a malicious bone in her body. It's about to be.
Hey man, I couldn't help it, dude. You opened up the fucking door. I gotta really walk through, okay? Right. Sorry. All right, I'm done.
So, meanwhile, back inside, Leroy, you found an opponent. What you said really riled up everyone inside. They gotta show off their American manliness there with what you said. So one of them steps forward. Looks like a rather large guy, but he sits down at one of the tables, beckons you over, and the arm wrestling match starts. So give me a strength check.
Okay, and I do have the talent strong as an ox, so I get to use a bonus dice for strength checks.
Well, I don't even know if I should roll against that.
He doesn't know that reference, Dex.
Okay. You win by a landslide. Tell me what happens.
I simply push his arm over on the bar with ease and ask him if he wants to go double or nothing with a smirk on my face.
How much did you put down, by the way? I don't think you said.
We didn't make anything that specific, so whatever we want to decide on.
All right, well,
I have $50 in spending money, so I'm willing to wager all of it.
We'll say just like $5 you put down or something, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
So you make an additional $5, and this guy just seems really pissed off and just storms off. Like he doesn't even want to. Like you beat him so badly, he knows that there's absolutely no chance that he has against you, and he won't even try. He doesn't want to hurt his dignity any further.
So are all of you men going to let him be your representation?
And so around that time, Lucky and Jesse would probably be coming back around the front and meet Charles there, and I think Jericho's hanging out. He'll probably be walking by also, so you'll kind of gather up around that moment. With Leroy still inside. So what do you all do?
I would tell Butcher, I'd be like, I don't think Miss Hetty knew her ass from a hole in the ground. I don't think she knew anything was going on over there. So, just that her man's been missing for 3 weeks, and she said she don't know where it is. She don't reckon where the mine is, but she said if you got a good tracker, you could probably find the tracks leading out to it. That's the best I could do, boss man. Sorry.
That's all right. Pennebaker wasn't much of a help either, and don't seem like they know much. Don't seem like they get out of Paw Heaton much as it is. Think we ought to go try the old enemy is my friend trick and talk to Bratton.
I will say I want to throw out there that the location of mines is always kept very secret because of claim jumpers especially. So there's probably there's numerous mines all around Pawheton. It's a gold rush town, so there's mines all over the place, but they're kept as secretive as they can be by the owners because of claim jumpers and just other things that might happen to them if people know that, if it becomes public knowledge of where you're mining.
Can I do some digging around town, perhaps? Like in the form of a library use? Just to jump in here and say that.
Books out in this town.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a staple thing for Cthulhu that doesn't really apply in this setting most of the time.
Oh, rip.
Hey, why did I max up my library?
Yeah, well, literally.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho maxed out his library use.
I know
how to use this library of one book really well.
It will be used at some point, but not quite as frequently as we're used to in Cthulhu, because there's not a library in this town.
Jericho. So mines have to be registered, right, to do their claims. Perhaps you go down on there to town hall and you do your checking on the library that they might have inside of there.
No, there's no town hall even. It's.
Sam, why do you do?
So
this?
it's a mining camp. I'll give a little more details about that.
Sure.
So for anyone who's watching in chat or anyone who's playing here, if you've seen the show Deadwood, it's a very similar town. There's literally no law. It's just the law of the town. So like the town bosses basically. So like Jack Stratton and Walter Pennebaker and those people that have a lot of money and a lot of people under them, they kind of just make up the laws basically because they've got the power. So there's no government here. There's no government buildings like a town hall or anything like that. If they need to have a town meeting and hold like some sort of jury or trial for like the hanging of someone, they'll probably do it at like a saloon. So what's the plan? You don't honestly have a lot to go off of other than just Sullivan's Gap, but you got a little bit of information.
Well, see, the reason why I was asking that is because I'm treating it more of like trying to figure out what happened to the Owens gang and seeing if like there was, a rival gang or somebody else that somebody in town knows of. And that's why I was trying to like get all the information that I could before we headed out.
I see.
But I
sure. If you want to do that, if you want to take some time and kind of ask around town, like spend the rest of the day just talking around town and figuring out what you can, we can just do a roll and kind of fast forward through that if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean, yeah, we can try that.
Is anyone good at tracking?
I am good at tracking.
Well, like I said, that woman said that you should be able to find the tracks if you head out into the right direction. Might be worth trying to figure out them tracks. Insert information from Keeper of Lore here.
Yeah, I'd say out of tracking stuff, then I'm about a 75 out of 100.
Sure, whatever you guys want to do. You can stay in town, try and gather more information, or head out there and start trying to track out some paths. What's
My trigger finger is itchy on that track button. I got it ready.
All right, so are we all just wanting to head out? This is kind of out of character. I'm asking everybody. Well, I know in character. Are y'all wanting to head out to Sullivan's Gap now, or are you all wanting to get a good night's rest and then head out in the morning?
Did you need that wagon? Because if so, I'm gonna need some time. Or did I remember you said something about it at the beginning of
Like,
the campaign?
well, depending on how narrow this mine is, we might not even be able to get a wagon in there. We might only be able to get a cart or something in there. I was thinking more so to carry things out.
Right. Can I invent the wheelbarrow?
I'm up for whatever, boss. I'm going to spend these $10 here to pick me up a couple of bottles where we go, because it's probably going to be a long trip.
All right, so I guess we'll go back to the camp, have camp for the night, sleep, rest, and then head out first thing in the morning.
Sure. All right, you can do that. Are you just heading out, each of you with the horse and your saddlebags, or anything additional you're taking?
Yes. One second. I can use my ability here. I should be able to find something with it. Oh yeah.
Oh
Boom.
my god.
So since I succeeded on that pretty heavily, right?
You find 5 cases of dynamite and they explode and you die.
Yeah.
Reload
No save. No save.
So I would be, if we're going to be heading out to a mine, I would definitely want to pick up some rations, supplies,
Right.
lantern, that kind of shit, and throw it onto my hoss, and make sure I got some dog food for Bugle, and definitely some white lightning for myself.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about your dog. What's that? What kind of dog you got hanging around with
Oh,
you?
Bugle's he's a big old black lab, just as sleek as can be. He is definitely more of a trick dog than a hunting dog or a fighting dog. But he has a way of sniffing things out really, really, really rapidly. You tell him to mark, and he goes and finds whatever you're looking for. He's a good boy, just like all dogs.
All
It's
right,
like look. If I took this right here, right, and it grew up, and it was such a good girl. Yes, she's a good girl. Yes, and it was a boy, then that would be Bugle.
All right. So you set out on horseback. Probably sounds like fairly early in the morning. Then is that true, Charles?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
fuck, I don't get me up early in the morning. Good luck.
John, look at the camera.
So you head out on the trail towards Sullivan's Gap. The road quickly becomes very rough out here, and eventually disappears into these rough region of cliffs, crags, and gullies, and you just see for miles in front of you just very rough terrain that you're gonna have to go down inside of canyons, back up, and just all over the place. So it sounds like you're wanting to do some tracking out here and figure out if you can find any sort of trails to pick up. So whoever's going to be doing that tracking roll, go ahead and roll that.
I raised my hand, Mr. GM. I have a question.
Sure.
While people are tracking, I'm definitely, because you're talking about valleys and shit. Because my horse, she's a good girl too. We're gonna be heading up to kind of keep an overwatch on everybody. So we're going up while everyone's kind of going down. And since she kind of has the ability to respond to commands better due to our history together, so I'm going to be kind of outriding a little bit.
Okay, give me a spot hidden check. Just you, if you're looking around like that.
My elf eyes see that the hobbits are on their way to Isengard.
All right,
Shit.
so Lucky, you don't really see anything alarming. The coast basically looks clear. Not seeing anyone watching you or anything like that so far. It doesn't look like anyone watched you really leave town either. So doing good out here so far. Looks like Charles and Jesse are the ones tracking. Charles, you don't find anything. The tracks are just too blurry. This maybe just isn't your day. Maybe you're not fully awake yet, so you're not able to really make out those tracks. Jesse, however, you turn up the tracks of various travelers through Sullivan's Gap, mostly on horseback. You do notice some that are afoot, though. Notable among the footprints, there is a lone walker somewhere. You can tell this is someone walking around in very well-worn boots. Has left many prints up and down all over this gap. Otherwise, the rest of the tracks are kind of vague. But this is really the only one that you're able to make out at the moment.
So it's like gone, like I can obviously tell that the tracks have been like up and down, like kind of like they scouted the area.
They don't seem to have a set intention. Like they're not heading in a certain direction. It seems like it's very scattered.
Okay. So I look at these tracks and I relay the information. But what I want to say is, so a couple men on horseback, most likely, you trailing behind. But what's got me pickled here? See this? There's a lone walker. Somebody maybe scouting the area. Something of the nature. He's by himself, based on what I can tell. We should proceed with caution.
We just got a bonus die in the channel, so if you'd like to add that to your track roll, you can.
You guys want me to? Cool with that if you guys want me to. Okay.
I mean,
Sounds
pick it
good to
up,
me.
get a greater success, then yeah.
So
Yeah,
just,
do it,
Just,
do it.
just roll. Just
Thanks,
roll
Ellie
one more
Shack.
normal one. Just roll
Yep, one
another
more.
normal one.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep, still regular difficulty. You don't notice
Yep.
anything else from that. So that was from Sarcasm 77.
Thank you,
Which
sarcasm.
Is
I failed you.
that Eli Shack?
Yeah.
Ellie Shack, thank you very much, you casual.
All right, so
Good.
as I said, that's really the only distinct track you're making out. The rest are a lot of random footprints all over the place, multiple tracks. This is the only one that's standing out to you, for sure.
So I looked to Butcher, like I said before. As I said, I think we should do a little bit more caution on the way. Some people may have heard the rumors before we got there. You know, they might be trying to get the $10 before us.
Might be able to lead up to this lone scout and capture them and question them for any information that they may have on the mine as well.
Question them and then gut them like the pigs they are.
Sick. And and then I look up at the ridge at Lucky, and I whistle up to him and tell him to keep his eyes open. And I look over at Doc and make sure Doc's all right. And then I look over to Mac Alasker and make sure that he's all right.
Fuck me.
Yep, I'm fine. Weather seems okay.
So, what's the approach here? You've got one set of tracks that you can follow. You can take more time to follow some of these other less clear tracks and take more time on that. But you've already spent most of the morning at this point, I'd say, and finding these tracks that you were able to get.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to chase down that lone person. But
All right.
just to make sure that we get ahead of the competition.
Okay, yeah, you can certainly do that. So you follow those tracks. What's your marching order here with this? Now that Jesse has pointed out these tracks, anyone can follow them.
Well, yeah, but
I would say that Jesse would probably be in the front with him tracking, and I'd probably be in the middle somewhere. And then, of course, if Lucky's up on the ridge, I don't know where Doc and McAllister would be.
I'll bring up the rear.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be
Whale.
as far back as I possibly can, and as hidden and tucked away in the nutsack of the group as much as I can.
I understood that reference.
All right, so Jesse is leading everyone along, following this trail. I think Lucky would be the first to see this since he's sticking to the high ground, I think it sounds like, and really keeping an eye out for the surroundings here. Lucky, you're the first to see, but everyone does after a moment see that there's this, in the distance, on the horizon, a tall, thin, sunburned old man with long, scraggly white hair and beard. He's dressed in a tattered white shirt, dungarees, and dilapidated boots. But he's also wearing a metal helmet and a breastplate, with a long sword dangling at his belt.
Like a conquistador fucking helmet?
Exactly, yes.
Oh,
We've
shit
done
me
found
fucking
Don
he's just-
Quixote.
He's just standing out there. He's just standing out there at the top of a ridge in the distance, and Jesse, you can actually tell that the tracks lead to him. He doesn't seem to
So
notice you yet.
The minute that I saw that, I would, whistle down to them and kind of pull the horse back a little bit and try to meander around so that I can try and get in front. Since I'm on the high ground, I don't know if I can find a way down to get behind Don Quixote and his windmill tiltingness.
If you're
But
trying
I'd
to be
let the others know that I first saw.
okay, yeah, everyone's able to see that you're pointing him out. If you're trying to be stealthy about it, go ahead and do a stealth roll. About circling around him.
Such stealth,
Alright.
much wow.
All right, what's everyone else's approach here?
after noticing what Lucky said, I'm gonna, tell the group to slow down and kind of point ahead, showing that, make sure that they notice the guy, if possible.
And yeah, so I'll halt my horse. And I'll look up at Lucky and are you coming around to meet us? Is that what you were saying?
I think Lucky's flanking around to get a position on the other side of this guy, if necessary.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. I didn't know you were talking to me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to get ahead on horseback and then move around to the back so that if this goes nasty, we got good positioning.
All right, and then I'll look over at Boyle, and I'll say, "Why don't you two get him? He's gonna get him from the flank. You get him from the front, and I'll be coming up behind you all."
Okay. Right when he says that, I pull out my revolver and I start to take my position.
I follow him.
All right. It still looks like this guy, this old man, hasn't noticed you. His back's facing all of you. He's kind of looking off into the distance. You actually see him putting his hand up to his forehead there, kind of blocking out the sun, looking, just gazing around. So,
Kind of
Do you,
motion.
go ahead.
I kind of motion to Butcher. I make this symbol. I point at him. I go. I get pissed off at his
Oh.
reaction.
And then I do this to question it, to grab him and question.
And then I kind of tap Leroy at that point. That's his domain.
Are you all on your horses still?
I throw my horse at him.
I'm still on my horse. Watch.
I am not on my horse. No.
As soon as Mr. Boyle tells me to grab this man, I hop off my horse. That's correct.
All right. So if you're trying to grab him quietly, give me a stealth roll.
So while they're doing that, I'm coming up now that I kind of worked the horse down to the flank behind. I'm coming up, but I'm not pulling a revolver. I'm pulling a throwing knife out in my hand. I'm not gonna chuck it at him like I'm Boyle or something, but I'm ready to go from behind if I need to.
All right.
So
yeah, you're
what-
definitely hidden, Lucky.
Got the game
What
log.
if I'm not trying to do this stealthily? What if I'm just trying to run this man down and tackle him?
That's fine. You can go for that. Give me a brawl check instead, then.
God damn it, Turg, you are so fucking amazing. I love you so much.
Thank you, sir. Oh, fuck yes.
By the skin of your teeth.
Damn. All right, so Leroy, you're a rather large man. You make a lot of noise when you're sprinting at someone full speed like that. This guy, as you approach him, you notice that he's very thin and frail, like even more so than you could tell before. And he turns, he looks very surprised when he sees, this guy rushing at him out of nowhere, and then there's other horses posted up around him. Seems very startled. And he's reaching for that sword as you're charging at him, but you're able to tackle him very easily. He's an old, frail man. You can tell, and you're able to get control of him so easily that you're able to kind of do it without hurting him, without breaking any bones or anything.
Right, but he is in a Kimura on the ground right now.
Sounds good. Yep. You've got him, and he's just spitting and screaming in German the whole time. You recognize it as German.
Run up. And I say, he's so thin he could take a bath in a shotgun barrel.
I ride up on my horse and I look at him and I say, and I motion for Leroy to stand him up, and I holler back at him, "Sir, what are you doing out here?"
He just continues screaming and yelling in German. He actually, he sees, he seems to be very fixated on your water skin attached to your saddlebag.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Give me do you have a language German skill?
Son of a fuck. I literally have it. No.
Close one eye, he looked like a needle.
Ooh. Don't forget about luck spins if you want to, but
Can I do it?
up to you.
Dude,
It's
fuck it.
16 luck.
Oof. Oof. Can I push it?
Dude,
Kinda
this is
so here,
Paul, do it.
Yeah,
maybe I start to
pushing's
say
a thing
it.
also, sure. You give
Right,
me a
maybe I
reason
start
you
to-
can. Go ahead.
Right. So I start to speak some German and it comes out really weird, strange vocabulary, strange spots, not very grammatically correct. Then I kind of think about it for a minute and I think about it corner of my head here, like, what are the words again? Shit. And I'm gonna try to push it.
All right.
Oh no!
I called him a motherfucking whore and his mom's a piece of shit and he should die in a hole and
That smells of elderberries.
He is just
I hate him.
really riled up now. Like it's gotten to the point now where you can tell there is something. He's not all the way there. Like this is almost like an animalistic anger that you've stirred in this old man.
Oh God!
he's just-
We gotta put him down. We gotta put him down. He's gone crazy. I'm pulling out my gun and I'm moving it around. We gotta get him. Anybody gonna stop me?
And he's just
Hold up,
continuing to scream in German.
Put him
Don't
down.
point that gun at me, you senile fuck.
Did you not hear me? Put him down. He's crazy. I speak German.
I have him in my hands. He's not moving.
Let the gun
whatever.
away, Doc. Yep.
Well, whatever.
I hop off the horse and I grab my water skin and I take it over there to him. And is there like a visor that he has flipped up or something?
No, it's definitely an old conquistador's armor. So it's like a kettle hat, like a metal kettle hat,
Oh, okay.
and then just a breastplate on him, and then the rest is just like old prospector clothes, just real dirty. These extremely worn down boots he's wearing.
So then I put up my hand to tell him to calm down, and then I put the water skin up to his mouth and let him take a drink of it.
Give me a charm check with the bonus.
Oh, boy.
Oh, so fucking charming. So while he's getting the water, whenever Doc starts yelling to take him down that he's crazy, I pull back the knife and get ready to launch it.
All right.
Can I
Thanks,
flip to pass that?
Yeah. All right. He at the sight of the water skin and your calm demeanor, he seems to calm down just a little bit. He's still held in place by McAllister, but he gladly starts and eagerly starts sipping away at the water skin.
And I look at him and I tell him, can you speak English? Speak American, boy.
He starts. I mean, actually, a lot of times they'd probably say in this setting American rather than English because America. But but no, he continues to try and talk to you in German.
I try to talk her in English. It helped.
Should I try to talk to him again?
Jericho, yeah, so at this point you're making out very broken bits of what he's saying. You can't get a clear picture, but you can definitely tell that he's talking about Spain, about conquest and about King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. Just a whole lot of Spanish sort of oriented stuff.
So call me crazy. Well, don't, but call me crazy. This German is talking about Spain, Queen Ferdinand, and I think he's acting out a play. I think this guy's from a play or a troupe.
And you're also getting something about God's will. A troop.
It's some kind of zealot talking about God's will. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense. I think we should put him down.
Well, if we want to put him down, I'll twist his head like a bottle cap. I'm not going to fucking let you shoot him like Swiss cheese while I'm holding him.
I'm just getting kind of antsy, okay? I'm sorry.
Lucky, give me a spot hidden check.
Why do you have fucking? Why do we?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, well,
Oh, eek.
king.
Oof.
So because I'm standing here watching while I'm sitting on my horse watching all this and just staring at Doc. He's screaming to murder this guy, and I'm almost willing to do what Doc says. I would really be looking pretty deep into this situation, like
Okay.
keeping an eye out.
Sure, we can push that.
In other words, can I push this,
Like,
please?
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're probably thinking, is this guy really out here
geez.
alone?
Luck.
No, I'm spending the luck.
Good idea.
So much.
Thanks,
you're-
buddy. Thanks,
you're
thanks,
a bit on-
keeper.
You're a bit on edge, looking around, wondering if this guy's really alone out here, why he's out here, just what the hell's going on, and you just a very strange situation. This guy in armor here, talking about Spain and conquistadors. You don't see anyone else out here, but what you do see, you just get a quick glimpse of it. The biggest cougar you've ever seen roaming around some of the ridges far off, circling.
How far off?
I don't have an exact distance, but it's pretty far off. Not an immediate threat, but you know it's out here.
Is it more than 13 meters away?
Yes.
Okay.
What, for your throwing knife?
By the way,
Yeah. Yes, it's. No, it's some distance away.
It's throwing knife distance.
You just get a quick
I would-
glimpse of it stalking off under some ridge, and definitely it knows you're all there.
Okay, and I think it was Boyle who had the revolver out already, correct?
Yep.
So I would say, hey, Boyle, there's a big ass cat wandering around these hills. You need to keep an eye out for that thing. It looks it's stalking. It's stalking. I don't know if it was stalking that fool down there or not, or if it's stalking us, but you need to keep an eye out. What the fuck am I going to do with one of these?
I look
cat!
I look where he's pointing. I look where he's pointing, and if I see the cat, instantly taking a shot, no hesitation.
I could use some enamel.
Give me a spot
I just
hidden.
want its teeth.
Spot hidden check, Jesse.
I want to use it. I want to use it.
Can I push that? Because I'm really looking for this kitty cat.
You got to describe it more than
yes,
that, Dex. I'm really looking hard, guys.
Okay.
Give me a little
Come
bit
on,
of
man. Hit that.
in character description.
He says there's a cougar over there. So I go up. Maybe there was sand in the air and it caught my eyes real quick. But then I was like, crap, the cougar. I try to look back up real quick.
All right, and don't forget there are consequences for failed rolls.
No, there isn't. Okay.
Oh!
No, you're not able to
You are permanently blind.
you can't really see where this cougar is that he's pointing out.
I just look at him and say you're a liar. Not actually.
So we're here with this old man still being held by McAllister. Charles standing in front of him. What's the plan here? He seems like he's calmed down quite a bit now, but he's still raving and speaking in German.
Okay, so I just shake my
Take
head.
it back to the theater.
Doc, hold up a minute.
So first you want to
I know
kill
it's
him, and now you want to take him back to the theater. What are you on about?
I'm just trying to help here.
So I was just like, hold up. We just went on a wild goose chase. This wasn't the guy that was from the mine, and I say that I look at him again, and I say, oh gosh, what was it called again? Silvergate Mines. I look at the old man, and I say mines, Owens brothers, anything, and like see if that record like lights up anything in his eyes or anything like that.
Ooh, okay. Give me a hard. Yeah, we'll go with.
By the way,
persuade.
the German word for silver mine is Silbermine.
Silbermine.
I'm just saying, keeper of lore. Just mentioning.
Yeah, give me a hard persuade check.
Yeah, that was
Worth a try.
elegant.
No, you're not getting through to him at all. He's just saying more stuff in German, and Jericho, all you're able to really make out at this point is he's continuing to say stuff about Spain and also mention something about food.
Okay. Well then,
Give him some food. He's hungry. Look at he feed the poor guy.
no, I think we'll let him be the bait for that cougar that's out there. Let's go, boys. Let's get back on the track. And so I walk over and get back on my horse. And Doc, put that gun away.
Okay. Sorry.
So you just want me to leave him be then?
Yeah, go ahead and let him go. The sun will get him, or the cougar will get him.
I throw him to the ground?
Like
He
that.
he easily falls over. He stumbles and he kind of catches his footing and stands back up and he's pointing at your saddlebags, Charles, and saying something in German. Jericho, you catch something about food.
I think he wants some food. I think he'll tell us for some food. I could be wrong here.
Give him
What's the
some
best
food.
food I got? All right. So I kind of walk over to him, I guess. Hopefully, I'm eyeballing Leroy to see if he's coming with me because he's the muscle here. So I'm gonna give him some food.
As I see you doing that, like, whoa. Don't
Huh?
just give it free. See if we can get a sword out of it. Sell it.
No, shut the fuck up. And I go give the food to. I'm sorry. I go give the food to him.
I want the damn sword.
What the helmet, dude?
Okay, we
Right,
can take the whole thing.
So Jericho, you're giving him some food. Jesse, are you actually trying to take anything from him or what?
I look to Jericho and I say,
Huh?
we could probably take his stuff.
What's the word for take stuff in German again?
And then I pull out my gun. I'm like, I think this is the word that we need.
Ah, yes, I pull up my gun now too. Let's put him out of his misery.
Oh yes.
What the fuck? I feel like I'm on a dementia train right now. This isn't good. So yeah. So I guess we're gonna try to give this guy some food and try to take his
Armor
helmet
and
and his sword.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. So how do you do this? Then you hand him the food and he starts eating it, and you're gonna try and do something from there, or what?
No, I show my food and I point to my head and I'd say helmet in German and then I say sword in German.
Okay. Give me a persuade check.
I realize if we don't get his stuff, he will be dead.
Helm. Helm in German is helmet.
Oh, okay.
This is bullshit.
What do I do? Persuade?
Schwert.
Can I
sword.
Holy shit! I didn't even know I had a good persuade. I just changed. Okay.
Get that luck. Spend the luck.
I'll spend the luck.
All right. You hand him the food, and you kind of stumble your way through some German. He seems to understand, and he looks very kind of downtrodden and sad, and just nods solemnly, and then hands over the helmet and the sword. Is that all you wanted from him?
Yeah. Yeah, you want the helmet, I want the sword, right?
No. I want the sword and the helmet.
No, I'm getting the sword. You can have the helmet.
So what if I give you the sword and I take the helmet?
Yes, that's what I just said.
All right. Here's the sword.
Okay, I got the sword.
And he takes off the breastplate also, and that drops to the ground with a heavy thud. He just looks really disappointed and sad as he's sitting there eating his food. And Jericho, you catch something he says about about disappointing the queen and king.
Maybe we should put him out.
But as he now that he's taken that breastplate off, you actually see on the other side of it, there's something scratched on the inside of the armor. Looks like a map of sorts.
What the hell is this? I'll pick
So
it up.
Jericho, looking at it, you can tell that it's definitely a map, but it's not for anything near here. But something that's probably piques your interest quite a bit.
Huh. I recreate the map in a notebook. Possible?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that. Then I don't have to take this breastplate with me.
All right,
Unless I do want it, but I don't. Is it armor? I guess.
it is.
I think you can wear it, dude. You already got the helmet.
I'm gonna put on the Centurion armor, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Could use this as like a shell for some like robotics or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It's
possible.
something.
We'll see. All right, so
Yeah,
he's sitting on the ground, this old man eating some food while you're all mounting back up, I imagine. So what's the next step here?
Next step would probably to be try and get back on track and get back to find those mines.
Okay. whoever wants to give me a tracking roll. It's probably we'll say it's later in the afternoon right now. You still got quite a few hours of sun left. Ooh.
I'm Cracky Boy. Leroy? Leroy, you have a hand. You know what, Leroy? Thanks for trying.
So what do we got here? We've got just the regular success, or no, is that a hard success?
That's a hard success, yeah.
Hard success
Why is
on that
everybody
track.
with
Nice. All right, so hard success. You find more of the tracks that you found before. A lot of just random hoof prints here and there. But you also find the tracks of both that mountain lion that Lucky had seen before, and it looks like you found a track of 4 mules heading into the hills somewhere.
Question: with my track, or do the horseshoes look normal? Do they look like normal every day horseshoes, or do they look weird or different? Like the
normal.
track.
They look
Okay.
normal. The only distinct things that you find are that mountain lion I had mentioned before, and also a pack of definitely 4 mules heading off in the hills.
I relay this information to the group.
Which is significant to everyone because you had heard that the Owens brothers, and you would just know from miners using mules to carry ore around.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Some more horse tracks that Cougar Lucky spotted, and looks to be 4 mules going that way.
Heading that direction, then that's probably our best bet. That's probably where the mine's at.
I'll head off and start scouting, even though there's a wild cougar about.
I look to you and say, "You want me to come with you?" I have a pretty good eye for animal. As I take my revolver back out.
Let's go.
Okay, I go with him.
All right. Well, I don't have a cliffhanger to end it on, but I think we're gonna end our
I
session
do.
there.
I point my gun at Lucky and I say, "Sorry, buddy."
I pull a knife I turn with a knife pulled back at Boyle.
Dexterity
I say,
check.
if you do
quick.
this, the future Bluetooths will no longer be around.
All right, so like I said, we'll end it there. It's been about 2 hours. A lot of good RP in this session. Like it was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't really like a whole lot of fast-paced action or anything like that, or investigating, but hope you're enjoying the setting. And then next session we'll maybe get a little bit deeper into what's going on here with the Owens brothers, and maybe find something lurking from the Cthulhu mythos. So I guess that's it then for Call of Cthulhu Down Darker Trails tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in, everyone that was in the chat. Appreciate the viewers, and thank you all for playing.